102.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
When I was reading the email that we got in for today's second date update, it felt like I was reading the script to like a bad, cheesy sitcom. It was like food flying everywhere, people hitting their head on things and giving themselves bodily injuries.
Is this like a Three
tripping and
Stooges?
falling?
Yeah.
At some point, I think there was probably a glass window being moved across a busy street, and they'd go out in the middle, they'd almost get hit by a car, then they'd get back to the curb, and then finally at the end of it, they dropped it and it shattered everywhere. At least from the description of the date in the email, it sounded like crazy hijinks ensued the whole time. Sarah is on the phone. Sarah, was your date really as bad as your email said?
It was that bad, but I really like him.
All right, well, take us through what happened then, because there was a lot of stuff going on in your date.
I know, I kind of spazzed out. Basically, I met this guy, Luke, at a party, and we instantly hit it off.
Okay.
And he's pretty much everything I've been looking for. He's tall, he's smart, he's funny.
He wears a funny hat with a propeller on it and rides a unicycle. No?
No, but I should have been wearing all that. I mean, the night of the party, I guess because I'd had a couple drinks, that was pretty cool. You know, we played ping pong, we were like laughing, and we ended up kissing like the first night we met.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Did you guys go on a date after that?
Yeah, so that night he was like, do you want to go out for dinner tomorrow? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. Like, I have met the man of my dreams.
Whoa, that is so much pressure to put on yourself going into a first date.
I know. I was freaking out. I was so excited to hang with him, and I guess that's where the wheels kind of came off. And
That's where everything unraveled for you, huh?
yeah, it all kind of went up in smoke.
Well, describe to us what happened, because from all the details in your email, it's really funny sounding. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't funny at the time, but some of the stuff that you said was pretty
it was
funny.
so embarrassing.
The way Jubal described it, it sounds like you slipped on a banana peel.
Pretty much. Like, I dropped, like, spaghetti all over my dress. I was just laughing, and he was making me laugh, and I accidentally just kind of hit my water glass, and then in an effort to save my spaghetti, I picked up the plate, and it just went over my dress.
So I picture the table flipping over and your pasta bowl flying into the air.
Yeah, that sound effect.
Water all over the ground.
It was totally some Wile E. Coyote, like, Roadrunner stuff. It was really bad. I had verbal, like, diarrhea. I could not stop talking about my grandparents, my dead grandparents.
What'd you say about it? Like, were you crying?
They're so dead.
I was just like, oh, you remind me of my grandpa. You know, he fought in the war, and I don't even know what. Like, it just went on and on. And
So he obviously, you think that he's not calling you back because you were a little klutzy and kind of weird.
yeah, but I mean, it's kind of his fault. He made me really nervous. It's so cute and, like, so charming. I mean, I was giddy. I felt, like, totally embarrassed by how crazy I was acting, but, like, you know, he was adorable.
So
Did
you've
you
really
tell-
fallen for this dude, huh?
Yeah, I fell really hard twice. I walked out the door of the date, and someone held open the glass door for me, and I smacked right into it.
Oh, wait, you mean literally you fell for him.
Yeah.
We were
So you
We were thinking, I was thinking figuratively, but
too. No.
apparently.
not on this date.
you actually fell into the ground.
It's true. I literally got hit in the head with the door. I have a goose egg on my head to prove it.
Did you, I mean, what did he do when you ran into a glass door and almost knocked yourself out?
Okay, well, this part is kind of like a rom-com because he actually caught me.
What?
And, yes, and walked me to the car, like, just like out of a rom-com. He's so sweet. It made me just, like, fall in love with him even more.
So he caught you, you locked eyes, and it started to rain. And then you guys went your separate ways.
The rom-coms say that the klutzy girl is always the one that gets the guy.
Yeah, right?
I don't know, not in this case. He's not listening to any of my calls.
Did you kiss after the date?
Well, he actually drove me home and walked me in my door, and we had a romantic kiss at the door.
Okay. And if you tell me after that kiss you turned around and smacked your face on your closed door again, I'm going to... Yeah. Did anything else weird happen after that?
The only weird thing that happened after that is that he didn't call me for a second date.
And how long has it been since you heard from him?
A week and a half.
Week and a half, okay.
Killing me. I love him so much.
You love
and
him?
He's not calling me.
You
Don't drop the
yeah.
L-bomb, okay? Don't say that.
Do you mean that for real? You love him, or you're just like kind of being like, oh, I love this guy.
His
Like,
personality.
No, I love him. We connect. Like,
All right.
we had a great time, even though I was a total klutz.
okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, and we'll call him and get your second date update. All right?
Thank you so much. I need your help so badly.
No problem.
I've got to get this guy back in my life.
All right. Well, while you're on hold, try not to like hit yourself in the head with the phone repeatedly. Okay?
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, it can pretty much only be summed up like this. Coming this fall to the CW, Sarah met Luke at a party. They went out and shared some laughs at a restaurant, and then the unthinkable happened. Her Italian dish spilled in her lap, and her water fell to the ground. And then, when leaving the restaurant, she accidentally hit her face on the glass door. That's right.
That is crazy.
Although she got a kiss at the end of the night, she's not getting a call back, and she thinks it's probably because all of the wacky hijinks that ensued on her first date. Today's second date update is called Spaghetti with a Side of Love. It's coming this fall to a station near
I
you.
think you need to work on the title.
I like it.
You like it? I think it could work. Yes, Sarah is on the phone with us today. She wants to call a guy named Luke. She said that her first date with him was just a string of errors, and she thinks she's not getting a call back because he might have thought she was a little klutzy and a little odd, because she also brought up her dead grandparents on the date.
Yeah.
And in the first segment, Sarah, you said that you love this guy.
Yeah, I'm crazy about him.
Wow.
All right.
Can I just some girl advice? Once we talk to him, do not drop the love word again for the rest of this conversation, okay?
We'll see. I don't know if I'll be able to hold back.
All right.
Oh, girl.
Are you ready to make the phone call?
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. How will these two kooky lovebirds make it work? I'm sorry, the
You
promo
can't
for the
stop.
TV show is just running through my head right now. I can't concentrate.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Luke, please?
This is him.
Hey, Luke, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
All right. Sorry, a radio show?
Yeah, we're a morning radio show, and we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What does that mean?
It means that one of our listeners really wants to reach out to you because you went on a date with them, and now you're not calling them back.
Okay. May I ask who this person is?
Yes, you may. Her name is Sarah, and you guys recently went out on a date to an Italian restaurant, even kissed at the end of the night, but she's been trying to get a hold of you, and you have not been returning her phone calls.
Sarah from a party, Sarah?
Yeah, she said you guys met at a party before you went out.
And then we went out?
Is that a question? Yeah, she told us about your date. She said you met at the party and then went out for a nice evening at an Italian restaurant. She thinks that you're not calling her back because she had spilled food at one point and then kind of knocked her head on a door.
Is this some sort of weird joke?
Why would it
No.
be a joke?
I mean, I met a Sarah at a party not too long ago, but there wasn't a date after that.
What do you mean?
You didn't go out on a date with a girl named Sarah?
No, sir.
Is that the right guy?
Did you kiss?
Hang on, make sure I got the right guy. So you didn't meet a girl named Sarah at a party and then take her to dinner at an Italian restaurant?
I met a girl named Sarah at a party, and we hung out for a little bit, and things were fine at the party, but I haven't actually seen her since the party.
Okay. It's confusing because she gave us a timeline of about a week and a half ago. Was this about a week and a half ago?
Correct. The party was about a week and a half ago.
Did you kiss Sarah, the Sarah that you met at the party?
We did kiss at the party. And actually, I mean, since the party, I've tried to get a hold of her, but she hasn't answered the phone or returned any of my calls.
I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Is there any
I'm
chance?
trying to figure out why we would have bad information.
I don't know. So Sarah from the party really called you guys?
Yeah, I called them because you won't leave me the alone, Luke.
What?
Who?
Day, night, text. Get the away from me, you stage 5 clinger.
What is that?
Sarah?
Yeah.
The Sarah from the party, Sarah?
Yeah, the one you won't leave alone because you're stalking me. You're a psychopath. Leave me alone.
I don't even know what the going on right now.
I don't either.
You want to wear my skin. That's what's going on. You're psycho.
I thought you loved him.
Who is this for real?
It's Sarah. I had to commandeer a radio station to get you to off my back.
I'm so confused.
What? I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah, neither do I, Sarah. Did you made the whole story about your first date with this dude up, from the meatballs spilling on you to hitting the door to the kiss at the end of the night?
Yeah, I made it up. What would you do? It was terrifying when you're getting stalked by a psycho killer, man.
Oh my god.
Psycho killer.
Oh my
That is.
God.
Wait, hold
Wow,
on.
is it that bad, Sarah?
What is he doing to you?
He's calling me day and night, and then I get text messages nonstop. He's emailing me. He Facebooked me. Like, how did he even get my email? Oh my god! It's like being
I didn't even do. You gave me your number at the party. I tried to call you. I sent you a couple of texts. You maybe get a drink sometime. You wouldn't even respond to my text.
Yeah, because you're psycho. Like, he even contacted a friend of mine and started, getting in touch with her and ringing her phone nonstop. And you take the hint. If I'm not getting back to you, I'm not interested.
Luke, are you really contacting her on Facebook and email, and you contacted her friend? Is that true?
I mean, yeah. I reached out. I emailed her and I reached out on Facebook, but it was after she didn't respond to text or a phone call. So I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I really liked her. I thought that we hit it off pretty good. It wasn't like a psycho thing at all. There's a body bag. It's not this. It's just, I just wanted to hang out again. I was just being a little persistent.
Oh my god, a little persistent. Persistent isn't calling me night and day, having flowers delivered to my house, emailing me, text messaging me, calling my workplace. You call me at the firm,
Sarah,
and I've got people.
Are you not over exaggerating?
Am I not over exaggerating? What is this, Shakespeare? What the does that question mean?
Sorry.
Get it straight, Jubal.
You're
Okay?
angry. All right, how about this?
What do you mean? I'm not over exaggerating. Now you're telling me how I feel?
I'm just asking if you're over exaggerating. That is he really sending flowers to your house and calling your office and all that stuff?
Yeah, he's doing all of it. Yeah.
my God, that
is
why do you
so
think I'm calling you guys?
crazy.
Why do you think I came up with this elaborate ploy to get him away from me?
Oh my God.
Dude, what did the text messages say that he's sending you?
What does it matter what the text messages even say? I saw a girl at a party. We hit it off. You gave me your phone number, and that's it. I was trying to reach out. That's it. And yeah, okay. So I sent you flowers, and I wanted you to know that I liked you. I didn't think it was creepy. I was just affectionate. I just wanted to say, hey, thinking about you. That's it.
You think it's sweet to give me flowers? How the did you even find out my address?
Hey, you know what? I'm the one on trial right now. I was trying to do a sweet thing. You call a radio station, you crazy bitch?
She's
Hey,
not the
Luke,
crazy
Luke.
one here.
Hey, Luke. You know what, though, man? I got to take her side on this. You shouldn't be sending flowers to somebody's house if you don't know where they live and it's the first time you met them at a party.
Wait a second, man. You're taking her side right now?
Yeah.
She didn't lie to you. She told you we went on a date at some Italian restaurant? None of that even happened.
Yeah, but
She won't even respond. She won't even text me back.
Yeah, but she said the flower thing and you didn't deny that, and to me that's a little much. So I get where she's coming from.
I just wanted her to know that I liked her. I was, hey, thinking about you, sent you some flowers. And if that's a crime, then let me be guilty.
You know what? I'm done with you now. Now you know how I feel, and me the alone, okay?
Hey, Luke, are you still there?
What the was that, guy?
Hey,
That's all
I don't know.
you, dude.
She lied to us and said that you guys went out on a date to get you on the phone, obviously, to tell you to back off. And I think after this conversation, it might be a good idea for you to back off.
Yeah.
Back off. That's great. Back off from the girl who f***ing lost her mind and called a radio station just to get me to leave her alone.
Yeah, but dude, if you're doing all that, if you're Facebook messaging her friends and texting her day and night and calling her nonstop and sending flowers to an address that she didn't know you had, you can't see her point a little bit?
Dude, she never even wrote back to the very first text I sent. I was just reaching out. All she had to do was let me know straight up that she wasn't interested, and I would have backed off.
Yeah, but like after a week of not hearing from her, that should be a sign she's not interested.
You know what, man? Like, just leave me alone with this. Have fun calling another dude out of his workday and ruining that guy's day.
All right, I will have fun. Okay, so they've both hung up, and at this point, I have to do it every time, no matter what. I would love to ask if they'll go on a second date with each other. Hey, Luke, would you go out with Sarah again? We'll pay for it. Yeah, sure. She sounds cool. Sarah, would you like to go out with Luke? Yeah, he's the best. I like him very much. Congratulations, a successful second date update. Thanks, you guys. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thanks a lot, dude. Love's in the air.
Wow.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You made the whole story about your first date with this dude up.
Yeah, I made it up. What would you do? It's terrifying when you're getting stalked by a psycho killer, man.
Oh, my God.
Text in at 78592 that says Brooke and Jubal just got played. Yeah, we did. If you missed the second date update, this girl named Sarah said that she wanted to call a dude named Luke. They had a fantastic date, and she was in love, and it was the best date ever. We got the guy on the phone. They didn't even go out on a date. They met at a party, hooked up, and apparently he wouldn't leave her alone. And she thought the best way to get him off her case was to lie to us, to do a second date update where she could just yell at him and tell him she wasn't interested.
Which is weird because, I mean, we invite all sorts of stalkers onto this show. I don't know why she just couldn't have been truthful.
A lot of people are texting in at 78592 saying, why couldn't she have just texted him and said she wasn't interested instead of going through all this trouble to do a second date update? Another text in at 78592 that said, he seems sweet. Persistence is just not something a lot of guys do anymore.
I'm sorry. I have had a guy drop off a gift at my house, and I never gave him my address, and that is just, like, it's creepy.
Yeah, he delivered her flowers to her address, but she never gave him the address, so that freaked her out.
I think they're both a little crazy.
I think
that's true.
I think they're both a little nutty.
Which means they might have been perfect.
Yeah, they should actually definitely go out on a second date.
Move at 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
People often talk about the one that got away.
Yeah.
Well, you know, people wouldn't use that expression if they'd be smart about it. And when that one gets away, you hunt them down and catch them so they'll never leave you again and they will be yours forever.
I feel like that involves duct tape, and it shouldn't.
That's scary.
And that's why Craig is on the phone for a second date update today. His email says that he went out with a girl about a year ago, and then she slipped out of his grasp.
Oh, run,
And
girl.
so now he wants to hunt her down and make sure that she never leaves his side again. What's up, Craig?
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
Good. Are you ready to hunt down the one that got away?
Oh, my God.
Oh yes, I have to get her. It's just destiny. We were destined to be together.
What are you talking about? She's not. One,
Okay, I was joking around about the creepy
she's
part,
not
but
a deer.
you sound just straight up creepy, Craig.
I'm just saying, when you have just a connection that we had, it was so perfect.
Are you screwing with us right now, Craig?
Yeah.
No, honestly, we hung out like a year ago, and then I called her, and she never called me back, and her phone was disconnected, and I just didn't get in touch with her. And then I randomly see her at a bar. I just saw her hanging out with her friends, and I had to go over there. I had to talk to her.
Okay, Craig, I know that I'm very sarcastic with people and I mess with people a lot, but I feel like now you're screwing with me.
Oh no, it was wonderful. You had to be there. I was at an antique shop.
Oh,
You were at an antique shop.
Yes, an antique shop.
Okay, so you're saying that's where you met her?
No, I was just collecting some things, and I was at an antique shop.
Okay, help me with this. So you said you went out with her a year ago, and then why are you talking about an antique shop right now?
Because I love antiques, and she loves antiques. That's where I met her. And then I saw her just picking out some things, and I was like, let me help you out. And it was perfect.
What? I am so confused. Did you actually go on a date with this girl a year ago, or did you just talk to her in some random antique shop?
I asked her afterwards if she wanted to get coffee, and she said yes.
Okay.
We're just destined for each other, you guys.
Oh, my You are really creeping me out really bad right now.
How am I creepy? I'm talking to you. That's how I talk.
You're talking about destiny and love over a girl you met a year ago that you had a 15-minute coffee date with.
Yeah, you weren't there. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
And by the way, we've had second date updates like this before where someone said, I saw a person walking by, we shared a glance, and I'm in love. And Brooke, you've been like, oh my God, this is going to be amazing.
Right,
So
But you didn't
can't
talk
hate on...
about chasing them down for a whole year and hunting them down in another spot
No,
just
I
randomly ran
I
into
talked
that.
about the hunting down.
I don't know who's talking about what,
Craig
but I
never,
don't like it.
Craig never said he hunted anybody down. Craig, you didn't hunt her down, right?
I Googled her.
Well, everybody,
I wasn't hunting.
everybody Googles people or
No.
Facebook stalks them. You didn't legitimately stalk this person, right?
No. Like I was saying, I Googled her. I went on her Facebook. I looked for her friends, and I just followed her. I mean, it wasn't creepy, though.
You followed her online or in person. Now I'm starting to side with
See?
Brooke and say that we can't do the second date update because you're stalking somebody.
I am going with my gut on this one.
I was just walking around, and I happened to see the bar that she usually goes to, and I just stopped by. And that's where I ran into her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because you normally know where a person hangs out all the time when you just go to coffee with them.
Yeah, well, yes, we had a conversation. We talked. Like, I'm not creepy. You're making it sound like I'm creepy. We talked for a while, and we'd go get coffee. She told me her favorite bar, and I thought, hey, maybe she might be there.
Okay. So you didn't fully stalk her. You knew her favorite places to go, and you just went hoping that she would show up.
Yeah, isn't that what we all do?
Okay, so here's going to be the key in this whole puzzle. What was her reaction to seeing you? Because if the feeling's mutual,
Great.
I'll give you a pass.
She was very surprised.
In a good way or a bad way?
I believe it was a good way. I mean, she saw me, I bought her a drink, and we talked for an hour.
Okay, so she hung out with you for an hour. All right. That
Okay.
To me, that would say that she likes you.
Yes.
At least a little bit.
Thank you.
Or you were following around the bar and you couldn't get away.
Brooke, drop it.
Just saying. How was the conversation?
We caught up. I asked what she's been doing for a year, what happened to her phone, how is her friends doing on Facebook.
Well, you asked her all that
Wait,
stuff?
what?
Hold on.
You checked in on her friends on Facebook.
Wait, so you grilled her about where her phone was and her friends on Facebook and everything?
Look, it's not weird. You're making it sound weird. I didn't know how to reach out to her. So that was the best way I could do it because, I had to find out where she was. So I had to talk to her friends on Facebook. But I was very caring and her phone was disconnected. How else was I supposed to reach her?
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
my gosh.
Let me ask you this. It's a long story, I know, but how did everything end with her the last time you saw her or talked to her?
Well, the last time I saw her, it ended normally, right? She said she was going to call me, and then I didn't hear her call, so I decided to call her, and her phone was disconnected again.
Her phone is disconnected again.
Yes.
Okay, you guys realize that she's disconnecting her phone because she doesn't want to hear from this weirdo.
No, maybe. That's not true.
You never know. It could be just a wacky coincidence.
No, I am protecting her. I'm thankful that we can't we're not going to be able to get a hold of her. She has a disconnected phone.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Actually, I reached out to one of her friends, and she's giving me a different number.
What friend
So
is
she
that?
gave you a different number okay.
Yes.
All right, Craig, well, hold on the phone, okay? We're going to play a song, come back,
Oh, we should
and
not
get
do
your
this.
second date update, all right?
I'm so surprised you're doing this, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I feel like doing this is just a public service to help somebody else. All right, hang on the phone.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I have never heard such a beautiful love story
Oh my gosh.
like the one for today's second date update.
I hate
Craig
your sarcasm.
is on the phone with us, and today he wants to call a girl named Jennifer. Craig went out with her about a year ago, and after they went out, somehow her number got changed or disconnected, and he couldn't get a hold of her for a whole year. And then cut to a year later, Craig is at one of the bars that she frequents a lot, and he runs into her.
Oh, what a coincidence.
And then she has drinks with Craig.
Yeah.
And then after that, her number's disconnected again. What a strange coincidence.
It's a mystery.
But Craig didn't let that stop him.
Yeah.
He persevered.
Yes.
He ended up hitting up one of her friends to get her new number, and now we're about to call her and find out why she's not calling Craig back.
Craig, does it maybe dawn on you that she wants nothing to do with you?
She's never said those exact words to me, okay? And I refuse to believe that until she says it.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, people
well.
change their number all the time.
Yeah.
all the time. It's crazy.
So if we make this phone call and she says never talk to me again, you will, honest to God, honor that request.
Of course, I'm not a creepy stalker.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I'm going to dial her phone number and get her on the phone and find out why she's not calling you back.
God bless you.
Here we go.
Oh, my gosh.
Hello?
Hi, is Jennifer there?
This is her.
Hey, Jennifer, this is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
Good.
What's going on today? How's your day going? Everything cool?
Everything's good.
Wonderful. Just calling to check in.
Is this some kind of joke that you're playing?
Oh,
Nope,
I wish.
it's not a joke at all. You went out on a date with a guy recently, and he liked you so much that he emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why you're not calling him back.
Okay. I haven't really been on a date recently, though.
Actually, you know what? This is actually 2 dates you've been out on with this dude.
Who emailed you? Who is this?
Well, I'll start out by saying you went out with him over a year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah, and you guys just reconnected. His name is Craig.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my God.
No.
I'm so freaking out for you right now.
Oh, my God. How the did he get this number? I have a different number. I changed my number.
Yeah, he told us that, actually. He got your number now because apparently he hit up one of your friends on Facebook, and they gave him your new number.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I don't know which friend it is.
We need to find that
You
out.
need to block them.
I cannot believe someone would give my number out without even asking me.
So I'm going to take a shot in the dark here and just guess that you don't like Craig very much.
That's a good guess. Yes.
Okay.
Is there a reason why?
I don't know what you know already, but I met him at an antique store, and he was there because he, I guess, also likes antiques.
Uh-huh.
But the entire conversation, I wish that I could remember word for word what exactly he said, but it was so strange. He would ask me about, like, previous relationships were like, and I'd be like, well, this is kind of what has happened in my life. And he'd be like, well, when I'm your boyfriend, blah, 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 blah. Not like if I was your boyfriend, but when I'm your boyfriend. And I was like, okay, that's a little too intense for me, especially in the first half hour of meeting someone.
Jennifer, that's the power of positive thinking. Okay?
No!
You say you're already doing it, and you'll do it.
It'll happen.
Why didn't
Yeah.
you run just then? I mean, just even those words alone are enough to be a trigger point for me.
It was a trigger for me. And he reached out to me over 70 times through text and Facebook, and then I disconnected my number so that he couldn't get to me through my phone number
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh my
Over
gosh,
70
that is
times?
so-
How long of a time span are we talking about? Just like a couple days?
This was over the entire year.
It doesn't
But
matter.
still, that's 70 messages
Yeah, it's a
over
lot.
the course of a year, all ignored.
Figure
That-
it out.
That you never replied to.
Nope, not a single reply.
What did you do when you saw him in the bar? I would have pissed myself.
I heard his voice first, and I instantly knew who it was. He was behind me, and he said, "Hey, Jennifer," and I was like, literally, pit of my stomach dropped out because I knew it was him, and I turned around and I didn't know what to do. I'm sure my face was pure shock
Oh my God, and terror.
Oh my
because I didn't
god.
know what to do. So I just said hi, and then he sat down next to me, and he sat there for almost an hour talking to me.
Yeah.
Right,
And then luckily, I was meeting someone, and they showed up, and we left and went to a different place.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's not like you can just leave the bar. He's going to follow you, and then that's even creepier because you're in a
Yeah.
back alley somewhere with him.
Hey, where you going?
Exactly.
Here's my question, though, Jennifer. Why did you give him your number again?
That's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Jennifer?
Well, I didn't know what to do because I felt like those sorts of situations, I'm very uncomfortable because I hate to say no to people. So I was like, I'm going to see him again. Is it going to be more awkward if I don't give him my number and I turn him down at this bar in front of everyone? Or should I just give him my number and then avoid him like I did last time and just ignore the situation, which is probably not the healthiest approach, but I wasn't sure what to do.
Hey, I don't blame you. Whatever you needed to do to get out of it, I am fully supportive of you.
So basically, he's a weirdo who loves himself some Jennifer, and Jennifer does not love herself some Craig.
No, I do not love myself, so Craig.
Oh my God, Craig,
Jennifer, I need to let you know he is on the other line listening to this conversation.
Sorry.
What?
And he wants to talk to you, but
Oh, my God.
I will not put him on the phone unless you want to talk to him. Because at this point, I feel like he could be a weird stalker dude. You make the call on that. I could just hang up on him. Or if you want to just tell him off one last time, you can. It's up to you.
I mean, I guess at this point, I guess he heard everything, which is what I was kind of avoiding. So maybe I should just tell him. This is at least not face to face. I'm not afraid of him. Not afraid of him on the phone with you guys.
Yeah, don't hang up on the crazy stalker.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to make him angry.
Craig?
Right?
Craig, are you there?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Craig.
Craig.
Craig, did you hear what Jennifer was saying?
I heard. Maybe I did something wrong.
Maybe.
Jennifer, hi. How you doing?
Hi, Craig.
It's great hearing your voice again. I'm so glad I got in touch with you.
Oh, my God.
Okay, listen, I honestly don't know what to say to you. When I saw you at the bar, I was a little overwhelmed and shocked because I've been avoiding you, and I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but you're very intense, and maybe someone will appreciate that intensity. I do not, however. I find it to be very odd, and it's a little overwhelming.
But we got coffee. We had a good time.
I'm not saying that we didn't. It was nice chatting with you. It was fine, but I'm not interested in you, and I will never, ever, ever want to date you. Ever. Not going to happen.
That's really clear, Craig. You cannot mishear that.
I don't understand. I mean, we had a great time. You were there. I was there. We got a drink. How?
You're too intense. I changed my number twice so that you could not get a hold of me.
I thought something just happened to your phone and you had to change your line.
Nope. That was me. On purpose.
So you don't want to date me?
No, I do not. At all.
You know what, Jennifer? You're being very clear, and obviously you don't want to date or get more coffee. So I'll leave you alone. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Are you serious about that, Craig?
Yeah. I mean, if she don't want me to bother her, she just told me. She didn't have to change her number twice.
What? So you're what, like a reasonable crazy person?
Yeah, I'm not a crazy person. You never said nothing to me.
She didn't respond over 70 times.
I thought you were busy. If she would have said she didn't want to see me, I would have stopped.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my
really?
gosh.
I wish I would have known that. That's a lot easier than what I was doing.
See?
Oh, my gosh.
Craig, I just need to ask again. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't get clarification again. You're over it, then you're not going to try to hit her up anymore.
Yeah, she has nothing to worry about. She wants Craig out of her life. Craig's out of her life.
Okay.
Wow. Well,
I almost believe him.
I guess I'm glad. I'm sorry, but I think this was for the best.
Jennifer, for future reference, if you don't want to deal with men, just tell them. You know what they'll do? They'll leave you alone.
Okay. Good advice.
Yeah.
that
I'd
easy.
still be changing your number one more time, Jennifer.
I might, actually.
Craig, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date out of the deal, but at least now you're free to move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I spent my whole year looking for her. I feel so stupid.
Oh, my God.
I think we all kind of do, Craig. I think we all kind of do.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 that says, this is why communication is important, people. Tell people how you feel. Don't avoid the truth. And you won't have crazy stalkers or unresolved feelings.
Yeah, because it's...
Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update.
Oh, my God. 'Cause
Craig is kind of a weird dude. Let's be honest about that. But Craig wanted to call a girl named Jennifer. They met about a year ago, and he has been in love with her ever since. And he finally reconnected with her, probably because he stalked her online and found out where she was.
And by probably you mean exactly why, after she changed her number twice and tried to get away from him.
Yep. And he kept bugging her to meet up and go out, and she wasn't responding to anything. So we got the two on the phone. He was he's creepy. Okay, I get that. But she said, look, I'm not interested in you. And then he goes, oh, you should have just said so.
Yeah.
So her mistake. Changing the number and everything else should have been a clue that she wasn't interested, but she never outright said to him, I don't want to go out with you. She just avoided him, changed her number, and he didn't get it for whatever reason. So she said that to him at the end, and he was like, oh, yeah, cool. That's all you needed to say. You should have just been honest because I thought maybe it was an accident that you changed your number and didn't let me know.
I love how people are texting in, oh, it's totally Jennifer's fault for having a crazy stalker. Yeah, because she wasn't clear with the way she felt. No, they had coffee for 15 minutes, people.
Well,
This guy is creepy, and she still needs to do some sort of I don't know, go into hiding.
he sounded perfectly rational at the end. He said,
I think he'd be a good guy to date because if you ever go missing, he will keep looking for you.
He will find you.
He knows and has closure, right?
He will find you. He all he needed was a little bit of closure.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, fine, I'm done. Screw you for not being honest. I wasted 2 years investing in this relationship. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. And I hope we all learned a lesson about honesty today.
That is not the lesson.
Be honest.
Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
People do all sorts of different things to get over breakups. Like some people will change their appearance, maybe haircut or plastic surgery. Some people will stalk their ex on social media or even stalk them in person and follow them around to see if they're seeing anybody else. And then some people, like Lucille, who's on the phone, will do something incredibly weird.
Weirder than what you just said.
Yeah, like something I've never heard of before.
What?
Like they'll go on another date.
People, that's normal.
Like they'll go on a date with somebody new. That's weird to me, Lucille.
Oh, God.
I had to give it another try.
Yeah, but geez, come on, take some time and totally freak out and have a breakdown first.
Yeah,
I ate my share of ice cream.
Oh,
Okay.
my God. Whatever you do not take breakup advice from Jubal Flag, okay?
Well, your email said that you're recently out of a breakup and this was like the first date you were going on. So tell us a little bit about it. What's the dude's name?
His name is Andrew. And this girl I work with had been going crazy, just saying, oh, my gosh, he's perfect for you. You have to go out with him. He was made for you, la, la, la. And finally, after enough ice cream, I was like, okay, I'm ready to get back out there again.
That's a lot of pressure, though, to set it up like that. Like, this is the guy.
Yeah. But, I have to say, he seemed really great, but it was a weird night.
You cried a bunch about your ex while you guys were out on a date? Gets weird.
I'm really proud of myself that that's not what was going on. But literally, as I was driving to meet him for dinner, I got a call and found out that a bunch of my friends from work had just been fired. And
oh, no.
including my friend who set us up.
Dude,
oh, that sucks.
That sucks. That's like the worst news. And you weren't fired, just all your friends were?
No, I wasn't. But, yeah, there was a whole group. And so, I found this out, just minutes before I'm walking in the door to meet him. And so, my phone is blowing up. Everybody's texting, trying to figure out who all is impacted and what happened and why.
And you were offended. You're like, why does nobody care that I have a date? I understand. Why's it got to be all about them,
But it really was. It was so, that was so heartbreaking. And I was so wrapped up in that this is so embarrassing. I kept looking at my phone and I was dealing with all this stuff. When I looked at my phone again, Andrew had texted me a picture of the menu.
Oh, man.
That's when I was trying so hard not to, I just kept saying, I'm so sorry, I have something big going on right now, because I didn't want to spill the beans. It's our mutual friend who was one of the people impacted, and I felt like it really wasn't my place to share that.
So he didn't even know exactly why you were obsessed with your phone.
No, I was trying so hard not to ruin the date. At the same time, my heart was breaking for all my friends.
Yeah.
I I wanted to be there and I wanted to give it a shot. And, obviously I just didn't do a good job of that.
Did you ever tell him why you were obsessed with your phone?
When he sent me a picture of the menu as a text and asked if I thought, maybe I'd want to order at some point, that's when, I wanted to cry because I'm realizing that I'm completely ignoring this great guy who's sitting in front of me. He has no idea why and just thinks I'm a total jerk who, can't get off of my phone. So that's when I was like, okay, I have to tell you something. It's like I just found out that a group of my friends, have been fired. And then he was super nice about it. And he suggested, having a rain check and doing another time so I could go be with my friend. And
yeah, totally. I mean, and you're so distracted. There's no way that you can put the right amount of energy into a date.
Right, and it made me like him even more because I felt like he was so understanding instead of being like, well, you shouldn't have wasted my time, or he was just like, go take care of this, go be with your friends.
Good.
So is that when you stood up from the table and ran out of the restaurant, or did you guys say goodbye?
Oh, no, I said goodbye, and I said thank you so much, and because I could not have asked for anything more. I mean, he was so caring and considerate for me, and after I'd been kind of bad to him.
So I'm guessing that you guys made out after that before you left. Just a real quick make out?
No.
Oh,
No.
damn. Okay.
No, I just left. I mean, I texted him later and thanked him again for being so considerate and said that, I was looking forward to, rescheduling. And now, unfortunately, it hasn't happened.
So why do you think that he doesn't want to go out with you again?
I don't know. I'm like, maybe he didn't like what I was wearing. Maybe he didn't like the way I looked. Maybe he's just upset because, the whole thing, with me on the phone.
Well, the good thing is it doesn't sound like you've been thinking about it at all.
Oh, my gosh. I'm obsessed. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
It's really upsetting.
I'm sure it was the shirt you had on.
No.
Men, I've heard, you wear the wrong sweater and everything's over.
You never know. I swear. It's horrible. Because I'm like, why is this not happening?
Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
Come up with a few more theories while we're waiting.
Okay, I probably will.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Hey, Lucille,
Yeah.
before we call the dude that you want to call today, I think maybe I figured it out. I think there was some mixed signals and you didn't pick up on something.
What? What do you think I missed?
So you showed up to the dinner, you're looking at your phone, and then he noticed so bad that he texted you a picture of the menu from across the table, and you saw that and were embarrassed, right?
Yeah. That's horrible.
What I think was he sent you the picture of the menu, and he was hoping that you would send back a picture of yourself being like, this is what's on the menu tonight, in my opinion.
What?
Oh, my God.
You missed the signal, and that's
Okay.
why he's not calling you back.
If that was a signal, I don't think she wants him to call her back.
Yeah, maybe he's not as great as I thought.
All right, we're about to get him on the phone and find out why he's not calling you back. And just to remind everybody, you had to leave the date early because you were so distracted, and he was actually pretty cool with it and understanding, but he is not really excited about setting up a second date.
Yeah, that sums it up. He's just not really, trying to schedule a date.
Okay, and your friend who set you up with this guy, who she thought this was going to be your dream guy, has she given you any report on what's going on?
Well, since she just got fired, I feel bad because I didn't really want to bring it up with her. She kind of has other stuff to deal with.
No, it's all about you. Come on.
Yeah, seriously.
In my world.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Andrew, please?
This is Andrew speaking.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who is this?
Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. Just wondering how you're doing today.
Well, I'm kind of busy. Was there a reason for this call?
Yeah, there's a reason.
All right, well, what is it then?
Oh, I'm sorry. You probably wanted me to answer that right away instead of just answering the reason part.
Yeah, that's sort of what I meant when I asked for a reason. What's going on?
I'm calling you today because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners. Her name is Lucille, and you guys went out to dinner recently.
Okay, well, all right. Why did she email you guys exactly?
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then they end up blowing you off after that date, you can email us and we'll get that person on the phone and ask what happened.
So I'm guessing she emailed you saying that I'm blowing her off?
Yes, she did.
Oh, you're on point.
Well, it's kind of a weird situation. I would rather not talk about it. I mean,
but she thought you were pretty cool and also understanding of the fact that she was distracted on her phone the whole time because her coworker, I guess who's a friend of yours, got fired.
Right,
that
yeah.
night.
So I guess there was a huge, exodus at her work, and this was all happening kind of right when we sat down. And, and Lucille just couldn't get out of her phone because of it.
I gotta say, I gotta give you props, too, for sending a picture of the menu when she was super distracted. That's a good move, man. That gets your point across really quickly.
I thought it was a little, passive-aggressive, but I didn't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know if you guys been in that situation, but there's no communication. She's got her nose in her phone. Yeah. I was like, if I send you a picture of the menu, will you look at it then?
Yeah. Can you at least read it off the phone?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But once I did that, she sort of told me what was happening, and I felt really bad. That was rough. It kind of put the egg in my face a little bit. But
yeah, because you'd been probably calling her names in your head up until that point. My God.
I could have went way worse in the text. Yeah, that's
all right.
I was teasing, man. I was looking forward to getting to know this girl, and it was just stonewall. I couldn't get by at all. But
is that the reason you don't want to go out with her again?
Not at all. I mean, our friend getting fired with a bunch of their coworkers, that's serious business. I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, totally.
But I got to say, I don't feel as bad anymore.
Whoa. Why? What changed?
Well, I checked in with my friend after the date like she wanted me to. She was obviously really curious to see how it went. And I guess she heard that Lucille, while she was quote-unquote consoling her friends during this hard time, she shot an email to the boss applying for her friend's job.
Whoa!
After her friend had just got fired?
Yeah, our friend had just got fired, and what she originally said was she was trying to make her feel better, but I find out in reality she's trying to steal her old job. And that's just, if she does that to one of her best friends, I can only imagine how she would break my heart. That's just, I've been down that road way too many times. So.
But hold on, okay?
What?
She's not the one that got her friend fired.
No, but come on. On the first
someone's
date,
gonna get.
Do you usually apply for jobs on your first date with somebody? I've never heard of that before.
All I'm saying is that she was trying to make lemonade out of lemons. She saw an opportunity because everybody else had been let go, and that was an opportunity to get a promotion. It sounds like.
I hear that. Hey, make lemonade out of lemons whenever you can, but do it in your own house. Don't do it out at dinner with with someone you just met. That's they got their own lemonade there.
And I guess it's a little bit too I'm sorry I'm so distracted. I'm just trying to console my friends and also trying to capitalize on some people that just lost their jobs. So I got a lot of stuff going on.
Very shady behavior just in general. And not only is that incredibly rude to me, incredibly backstabbing to her friend. I mean, why would I want to go on a second date with her?
Well, I have no idea. And then you can add one more thing to it because she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation and sort of has tricked you now into speaking with her. Jeez.
She's on the other line, you said?
Yeah, she's been listening to this whole thing and wants to talk to you. Lucille, you there?
Hey.
Oh, yeah, hi. You were listening that whole time, huh?
Yeah, and I think this was just a huge misunderstanding.
So you have an explanation. So it did happen then. It is correct. It is accurate. That's what you're saying. If there's an explanation, that means you did it. I'd love to hear this.
Well, I did. I emailed because we all know when things like this happen, when they downsize and all that, they reorganize, they shift everything, and I was fairly new there. It's I don't make a lot of money, and so I inquired to find out exactly what was happening, if jobs were going to be reposted, because I was hoping that it might be something that's really good for my skill set.
Oh.
So you don't feel bad about this at all? Are you listening to yourself?
I'm sad for my friends, but
you're sorry for your friend. You're trying to take her old job. Come on.
It's not like she was going to get it back.
Yeah.
Good point.
But this happened the absolute same night that she got fired, going behind her back trying to get that old job. I mean, I don't care how you justify that. That ain't right where I come from.
Well, but I mean, clearly she didn't cut it. I mean, she's still my friend, but as far as work goes.
Okay, so you told her all about it then, huh? Is that what you were texting her about at the same time? Were you consoling her and saying, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to go ahead and steal your old job"?
No, I haven't told her yet, but it's not like it's a huge secret. I will tell her, but she's dealing with her situation. That's the last thing she needs to hear, that the job she lost could benefit me.
Oh yeah. You're a real good friend. Yeah. That's great timing.
Oh my God, and why are you so mad at her? Yes, I agree that her lying about only consoling a friend was wrong and that she shouldn't have done it on the date, but you're mad from a deep-seated place that she's going to get your friend's job.
Well, you know what? You want to know why I'm upset? Because I'm the real friend in this situation and she's not.
Oh!
But it's business, man. I mean, like I said, she's not the one that got your guys' friend fired.
I hear that. So talk to the boss in 1 week, 2 weeks, but not the same freaking night.
Well, while you're on a date, too. I think the fact that you're doing that while on a date is probably making it even worse, Lucille.
I totally get that. But there was a small part of me that was super excited about a promotion.
Was there any part of you that was excited about a new first date?
Oh!
It sounds like you're all about the job and not even about me, so I guess I was right.
Yeah, but Andrew, your first date isn't going to pay her rent, okay?
I was really excited about you, but I'm glad all of this has happened because now listening to you, I realize you have a temper. You're not the boyfriend material I thought.
Oh, wow. Well, don't say that just yet, Lucille. We haven't asked if we'll go on a date with you. We have to do that before you decide if he's boyfriend material or not. Hey, Andrew, would you go on a second date with Lucille? We'll pay for it.
Will I go on a date with her? No, hell no. Absolutely not. In fact, I'm more sure of it now than I was before you called.
Okay, well.
No problem. I'm not interested anymore.
Well, yeah, and plus, now that this dude's dropped off, I'm sure you're already texting another dude to fill a spot. Right?
And I say good on you, Lucille.
No!
That's what I should have been doing right now.
Wait, but I'm dying to know, though, did you get the promotion?
I'm one of the final two, so I have a good shot at it.
Well, that's great news for you. I'm glad something worked out. I'll send you a card that you could wait for it in the mail. Say, congratulations, Judas, you did it.
Nice.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in, it's 78592. It says the girl from the second date update is a shark.
Whoa.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. No, she's a human being.
That's not what they meant.
I think it is. I think they meant literally. I think you're right, Jubal.
A talking shark.
Yeah,
talking
I'm
shark.
pretty sure she was actually a person. We can't even get cell service underwater like that.
Yeah.
Silly.
Crazy.
Okay, I don't know what they meant by that comment. Anyway, if you didn't hear today's second date update, Lucille, the person, not the shark, left her date early because on her way to meet Andrew, the dude that she was meeting, she found out that some of her good friends at her company were fired. But when we got Andrew on the phone, we learned a new piece of information. She was worried that because she was on her phone the whole time, he didn't want to call her back.
Yeah.
Well, Lucille left the date to go console her friend eventually, but she also hopped on email that same night to send her boss a note asking to apply for her friend's position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so the guy was like, she's a snake for doing that. Again, human, but you know what I mean. But the guy thought that she was wrong for doing that right after her friend had been fired for trying to get her job. Some people are texting in at 78592 saying, hey, whatever, it's just business. Another person said, would you rather have an ambitious woman or a friendly woman?
You know that all men just want a friendly woman.
Ambitious.
Come on. Yeah.
Brooke says, why not? Screw your friendships over and get yours.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying her timing wasn't right on the date. I agree. She should have waited till the morning when she could, be concentrated on one thing. But, dude, it's not wrong to apply for a job that's open. Just because you happen to be friends with the girl. It's not wrong at all.
Well, I think...
No way, man. Competition is fierce out there. And if you are not the first one at the door knocking, somebody else is going to get it. You can't wait for that stuff,
I'm all for applying for the job as soon as possible because you have to get it. I'm all for planning some sort of recording device in their office to catch them saying bad things and then giving it to the boss so that position becomes open. I'm for a lot of that stuff. What I'm not for is sending that email in the middle of the date, though. I can understand why that would be
I
like,
agree
hey,
with that
just
part.
wait like an hour until the date's over. Anyway, they decided that they're not going to go out again, which is fine because probably Lucile's going to have a lot of work to do soon, so she wanted to find a date. Anyway, remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The guy that sent in an email for today's second date update said in it, "Help. I want to get a second date, and I also need to convince her that I'm not a murderer."
Oh my God.
Sounds like a
I think maybe we can do that. His name is Riley. He's on the phone right now. Riley, before we do your second date update and convince her of that, first you're going to have to convince us that you're not a murderer.
I promise you I'm not a murderer.
Okay, well, why would the girl that you want to call today think that you might be some sort of psycho killer?
One thing after another happened. It kept going wrong, and I didn't even end up going on the date.
Oh, so you got arrested by the police and then questioned in authority, and somehow were able to talk your way out of it and actually be on the phone with us now.
No, that didn't get that far at all. I just creeped her out, and it was just an unfortunate series of events.
What do you mean you creeped her out? How'd you creep her out?
Well, here's what happened. I had went over to the mall, and while I was shopping over there, I had this girl helping me out. We were flirting a little bit. She was really nice. Felt like we had a bit of a connection, and I said, hey, maybe we can hang out sometime.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of the week, I called her up. I said, do you want to go to this little sports bar I like? It's just a casual little place. And I said, do you want to meet me there? She told me she didn't drive. So I offered to pick her up.
Okay,
That's nice.
this all sounds very uncreepy so far.
Yeah.
Well, so I went to pick her up, and she lives kind of a little farther out of the way. So she comes out, and she is looking really good, way even better than she did when I saw her at the mall. So,
Yeah. They often look better when they take off their Sparrow outfits. You've been on so many dates with those girls. They really do. They clean up nicely.
Hey, what's her name? You never gave us her name.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Ellie.
Ellie. Okay. Ellie gets in your car, and that's when she felt like she was going to be murdered? Or
No. So I really didn't know the area too well where she lives, so I start making my way down to the restaurant, and I know I got to get on this one highway, so I'm looking for it. I'm making turns, and I'm really not seeing anything familiar, and I keep making more turns, and
Why aren't you just asking her for directions if this is where she's from?
well, it's kind of like a guy thing. Like, we don't really ask, men don't really ask for directions.
Yeah, he's
not
right.
me, man. I use my GPS. I pull over even if my GPS is working to ask people. I'll ask
Well, I got
anybody.
the GPS on my phone, but I had some, cool music playing, and I didn't want to shut it off. So, I'm trying to make this all go cool, and, I want to show I got my stuff together, I know where I'm going.
Yeah,
I know what I'm doing.
Every woman loves a man who's good with directions.
Well, see, that's the thing. I didn't know if she knew I was lost or not because she just started making conversation and talking about stuff. So it was just all going kind of well.
Okay.
So I'm keep going, and still I don't see anything I recognize at all. And I think she kind of started to ask me some questions like, do you know where you're going? And I was like, yeah, we're good. And she asked me where we were going again. I told her the name of the place, and she started to kind of tensed up a little bit, and I was like, you all right? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. And make another turn, and still, she was getting more nervous and more nervous as I made more turns and kept going farther, and I'm looking around, she starts asking me, oh, you're not going to, kidnap me, right? And I'm like, oh, what? No, I'm not going to kidnap you.
You're like, we don't know each other well enough yet. And
No, I'm like, come on. So, like, she's just getting scared, and I'm starting to make me nervous, too, so I'm having even more trouble with driving and trying to figure out where I am, and then I'm like, starting to get anxiety from that, and then it's starting to get dark, and then she's getting even more scared.
Yeah, because she's in the car with some guy who sounds like he's sweating with his knuckles clenched on the steering wheel and leading her into the woods.
Okay, at that point, why didn't you go, you know what? I'm going to stop the cool music that I'm playing and use the GPS on my phone.
Because I knew eventually I was going to find the highway. I knew just within minutes that I would find it.
Yeah. But did you?
Well, no, and then she kept getting more upset, and I kept telling her, oh, give me another minute, I'll find it. No, give me a minute here. And then eventually she just said, pull over the car. And I said, are you kidding? Like, really? She's like, yeah, pull over. And I pulled over, and she got out, and she's like, oh, I'm going to call my friend. And I'm like, you're in the middle of nowhere. Like, I'm not even sure I know where I am right now. Do you even know where you are? And then she says to me, oh, at least I won't get killed by you.
Oh, no.
All right, there it is. So she thought you were taking her somewhere to murder her.
Yeah, but I wasn't. I was taking her to get a burger at a sports bar.
I don't know.
You know what? Sometimes that feels like murder to me after I ate some of those burgers at sports bars.
Wait, so did you just drive off and leave her on the side of the road?
Well, she said she's going to call her friends. So I said, well, I'll wait with you. I just want you to be safe. And she says, no, I don't want you anywhere near me. Oh. So I just waited on the other side of the road for her.
Oh, my God. You freaked her out.
That sounds creepier than just leaving her. Like, so you went across the street and just stared at her the whole time.
Well, I just didn't want anything to happen to her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, do you feel like an idiot? Why didn't you just say, I am so sorry, I got lost, I didn't want to admit it to you?
Looking back, yeah, that is absolutely what I should have done. But and the funny thing is I ended up finding the highway a few minutes after that.
Of course. It's the way it always works. All right. And have you tried to call her since, or have you just kind of left her alone because she thinks you're a murderer?
I've tried to call her, but she doesn't answer any of my calls. And then actually I called her a few days ago, and she told me, oh, please leave me alone.
Oh, no.
All right.
Okay.
So we're going to call her
now
again.
we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Riley is on the phone with us.
Oh, my gosh.
And Riley has a thirst that can't be quenched.
You're really helping us.
That's right. And that thirst is a girl named Ellie.
Stop hitting the scream button.
A girl that Riley took out on a date and hasn't been heard from since. Riley, are you ready to do your second date update?
Yes. Oh, no.
If you're just tuning in and you don't know why I'm introing the second date update like that, it's because Riley went out on a date with a girl named Ellie, and he creeped her out so bad that she demanded he pull over the car, and she got out of the car and called a friend to come pick her up. And it happened that way because Riley didn't want to ask for directions or use his GPS. They wound up driving around forever and then drove like off into these secluded streets, and she started getting scared and saying that she was nervous that Riley might be a murderer. So she asked him to pull over, got out of the car, and that's the last that he's heard from her.
Riley, why do you think you can come back from this? I feel like a little creepy you can come back from, a little aggressive maybe. Yeah. But fearing your life is something that I could never say, oh, maybe I'll give him a second chance.
I should have just let my pride down a little bit and used my GPS, or at least ask for directions or ask her or something.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't be labeled as a murderer. And now, unfortunately, Riley, you have to live with that forever.
I just really, really want a chance to apologize and explain myself and hopefully ask for a second date.
All right, well, I'll dial her phone number, see if we can make that happen right now, okay?
All right.
Oops, sorry. I'm not even hitting a button. It just happens every time you talk, Riley.
Would you mind when you talk to her, please don't hit the scream sound effect?
I can't really make that promise, Riley, but I'll try, okay?
It's a lot to ask.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, I was looking for Ellie.
This is she.
Hey, Ellie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
Good. What's this about?
Well, I'm calling you because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
What kind of email?
It was an email about a date that you went on recently.
What?
Yeah. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out with a guy named Riley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
And I guarantee you remember this date because Riley told us about it, and he said that you accused him of being a murderer.
Yeah, I did.
Unless that happens on a lot of your dates, does it? Or was it just this one time?
Oh, no. This is unique.
I don't blame you. After we talked to him, I'm like, I would have felt the exact same way you did.
So you talked to him?
Yeah, we did. We talked to him about your date. He told us how you guys met at the mall, planned a date, and after he picked you up, you guys drove around for a little while, and then you accused him of being a murderer and asked to get out of the car and then called your friend to pick you up.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So that's
What was going through your mind?
You know, I'm in this guy's car, and we're driving around, and lots of strange back roads, and he was going and going and going, and I didn't know what he was doing. I mean, I would ask him questions about if he knew where he was going, if he was lost, and he just sort of kind of, in a very creepy way, mumbled answers to me. I don't know. It was very strange.
Whoa.
And so that's when I decided I needed to get out of this car, and I told him to pull over right away.
Yeah. He told us all that. He did also tell us that the reason he was driving around like that was because he was lost. And he didn't want to ask for directions or use his GPS because he wanted to prove to you that a man knows where he's going.
Really?
It doesn't sound like you believe that.
I don't know. I mean, who in this day and age doesn't use GPS?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said. But he
First
said
thing, Jubal
he told us he was playing some cool music on his phone and didn't want to interrupt it with his GPS.
Well, he was playing cool music, but like you would think, like that's a little creepy to sort of kind of keep driving and not answer me. Like, are you lost?
Outside of you thinking he was a murderer and driving around forever, like, did you have any good conversation in between your life flashing before your eyes?
When I met him at the mall, you know, he seemed very cool and charming and everything. And then
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah, right?
They always are.
Yeah, but you know, then he picks me up, and it was like totally different. You know, it was just sort of kind of creepy, and I don't know, it's a totally different creature. I don't know.
So would it have been different if he'd have said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm really lost right now. I do not intend on murdering you"?
In all honesty, it might have been a little bit my fault too. You know, I overreacted.
Okay, you think that you overreacted? I don't know if you're overreacting. I mean,
So I've been binge watching on Netflix lately.
Binge watching
watching.
Netflix.
what does that have to do with you thinking that he's a murderer?
Well, there's a show called Forensic Files that I've been addicted to.
Oh, I love that show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but you know what? After watching Forensic Files, you think everybody's out to kill you.
Well, like I think it just really got in my head, but I don't know.
I do not watch anything like that. Ever since I was a single girl living by myself, I can't watch CSI shows. I can't watch any of them.
So yeah, I think that's probably why it was sort of my fault. I've been watching the show even up until like he picked me up for the date.
Oh, yeah. That should be a lesson. Don't watch Forensic Files right before some dude picks you up for a date.
Oh man, of course you were scared.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that show, but I'm guessing it's all about murdering people.
Yes, and how they
And
find bodies and stuff.
Yeah,
and
it
there's
is.
probably a lot of gruesome reenactments.
Okay, you guys need to stop talking about it because now it's getting back in my head again.
So, sort of a miscommunication then. He didn't tell you that he was lost, and you automatically thought that he might be a murderer.
Yeah, that's basically it.
You know who would be really interested to hear this? Riley, because he's actually on the other line listening right now.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Riley, you there?
I'm here.
Oh man.
Wow, I didn't realize you were on the line.
That makes me seem even creepier now, doesn't it?
That is a good point, Riley.
Listen, Ellie, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to come off that way to you. I just was so nervous The whole thing was just so ridiculous. It kept getting worse and worse and worse, and now I just feel like a total idiot. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'm sorry too. I know I overreacted. I just, you gotta understand it was creepy. Like, I'm asking you if you're lost and stuff, and you just sort of kind of grumbled like a serial killer. So I didn't know what to think.
I realize this now, and listen, if I made you feel uncomfortable, I'm really, really, really sorry. I feel really bad, and I'm sorry to be a creep at the end when I dropped you off. I just really didn't want to leave you alone. I didn't want you to get hurt. I just wanted you to be safe. I just feel terrible.
Well, that's sweet, Riley. Now that I understand, I don't know. At the time, I just totally thought you were waiting across the street to, kill me and maybe my friends too.
I don't know.
No, I would never. I didn't want to leave you alone because then if something happened to you, it would have been my fault anyway, and that would have been even worse for me.
Oh. Hey, Riley.
Trust me, killing you and your friend was the furthest thing from my mind that night.
Oh my God.
Really weird way to put it, Riley.
Yeah.
But Ellie, does that comfort you to know that was the last thing Riley was thinking about?
I guess so.
Oh my God.
Ellie, would you like to go on a second date with Riley? He actually sounds like a good dude. Yeah. We will pay for it.
Well, now that I know the whole story and the whole background on why he was acting the way he was and how I overreacted, now it makes sense, and of course I would. I mean, he's very sweet.
Yay!
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. You need to start watching like HGTV or something and stay away from your Netflix binge shows.
Try cartoons.
Okay.
Ellie, I actually like Forensic Files a lot. Maybe we can get together and watch it sometime.
No!
Nah, I don't. That sounded creepy, Riley. You're back to creepy again, man. I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I don't know why I was thinking about it just right now in the middle of this song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about my friends at advocateslaw.com for some reason.
Thinking about them.
Yeah. I know it's the middle of a song and you're not supposed to be talking here too, so he got lost. Then she got scared and thought he was going to murder her.
Mm-hmm.
So she jumped out of the car, demanded that he get lost, and she called her friend to come pick her up, and he waited across the street and watched her the whole time. So she was even more creeped out.
Yeah, but they ended up going out.
Yeah.
She thought she went from, hey, he's going to murder me to be like, yeah, cool, I'll go out again.
I've been out with some other guys, and you know what? I'll take a little bit of murder. That's fine. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all I have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I like it when we get emails like the one we got for today's second date update where it's very vague and it says, something crazy happened.
Okay, why do you like
because
that?
It could go one of two ways. Either something crazy could have happened, or they tell you the story and you're like, yeah, not that crazy. And then they try to find like, well, no. And then also this happened. You're like, no, still really bad story. So let's find out if something crazy did actually happen. Okay. Lewis is on the phone for a second date update today. What's up, Lewis?
Hey, no, I'm not lying. This was crazy.
All right. Now, like Jubal said, big claims there, sir, and we don't like to be disappointed.
You won't be, I promise.
Okay.
We'll get to the crazy part in just a second. First, tell us about the girl you want to call today. What's her name?
Her name is Gwen.
Whoa, you're right. That is crazy.
I don't think that he got to the crazy part yet.
Oh, my bad. All
right. Patience. I'll get there.
And where did you meet Gwen?
I met her on Tinder.
Oh, man. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay,
saw that coming, didn't you?
Crazy.
You have something wrong with Tinder?
No. He's saying that's your crazy part of the... Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't...
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So you met her on Tinder, and what'd you guys do when you went out?
We went to a local bar that I know the bartender.
And were you excited leading up to this date?
I was. I messaged her on Tinder because she had these great photos. She has a really nice body.
Okay.
I thought so. She had a picture of her in a bikini with her dog, and I just thought that was adorable, but also extremely sexy. So
Nice.
Was the dog wearing a bikini too?
No.
No.
It would have been adorable.
Adorable.
Okay, so you liked her a lot because she was hot.
No. I liked her because she has a nice body.
What's the difference?
Well,
I don't understand the difference.
She has a nice body, maybe not a nice face.
I'm just going to continue with my story.
Okay.
It's a good idea.
So, like I said, I took her to this bar that I hang out at, and I knew the bartender, so we were able to get a deal on drinks.
So we're not setting this up as like the beginning of a story of a lifelong relationship. You just wanted to hook up that night.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
As long as you're honest with your intentions.
And
Oh my God.
did you have fun with her?
Yeah, we played darts, we played pool. She grabbed my arm at one point out of flirtation. I thought it was flirting because I was stealing her turn. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay, so what happened? Did you guys like go back to your place then?
That was the plan, but it didn't happen. So we were calling an Uber, and she jokingly said that she should pay for it, and I said no because I wanted to pay for the night, you know. Trying to be John.
Okay.
And then I jokingly said she could pay for the wedding, our wedding.
Yeah.
And she loved that response, so she burst out laughing. We were joking. And then this homeless guy came walking up thinking that I was harassing her or something and got in my face.
A homeless dude got in your face.
Yeah, and he said, "Stop harassing the lady." And I said, "I'm not. You can step off." And I got a little irritated. I'm like, who is this guy and why is he bothering us?
Right.
Right.
And so he just wouldn't let it go, and we started to walk away, and then he jumps me.
Whoa!
You got jumped by a homeless guy?
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah. All right, getting jumped by a homeless guy on your first date, I say that qualifies as a crazy story.
What? I mean, what happened?
Well, we got into a little bit of a fist fight, and then he knocks me out.
Oh,
man.
Oh,
Please tell me somebody got video of it.
Jubal!
I don't know. Maybe she did. She's not talking to me.
My first question is, are you okay? Not, is there video?
Yeah, I'm fine. I woke up 5 minutes later, not quite sure what happened, and Gwen was gone.
Wait, she left you?
Left?
Yeah, she left.
Dude, that's messed up. Even if it is just supposed to be like a one-night hookup thing, just to ditch you as you're laying passed out on a sidewalk after a homeless guy beats you up?
I don't know. Maybe she went and got help.
Or ran. I mean, that's possible. Like, if you're being beat up by a homeless dude, I'm not sticking around to see how you're doing. Sorry about that, buddy, but we just met off of Tinder.
Yeah, that's true. She could have done that. I'm not quite sure what happened to her.
So wait, you didn't see her the rest of the night?
No, I woke up and they both were gone. Homeless guy and Gwen.
So, oh my God, so you were knocked out on the streets and then alone when you woke up?
Well, this older lady walked by asking if I was okay, but then she just kept walking. So
Sounds like she was flirting to me. You should have maybe gone home with her. So have you tried to get a hold of Gwen since this all happened?
Yeah, I just thought maybe she was spooked or something. So I texted her, and she responded later in the day.
What'd she say?
The next day. And she said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I hope you're all right." And I said, "Yeah, I'm fine. I just couldn't believe what happened last night, and I wanted to get lunch and talk about it."
Mm-hmm.
And then she texted me back saying, "I don't think it's going to work out." And I haven't heard from her since.
Wow.
Man, that's
Wow, so she did ditch you. She didn't care how you were?
Apparently. I don't know what I did, but...
Well, maybe it's not being able to take a punch. I don't know. Maybe that turned her off.
Thanks.
No problem.
Maybe she was worried that I wouldn't be able to protect her or something, but hey, the guy sucker punched me, and I was not prepared for that.
I don't know how anybody could be prepared for that on a first date. But we'll play a song, come back, call her, and find out why she left you there for dead that night, okay?
I would appreciate that.
Okay, we'll do it right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, the dude on the phone sent us an email saying he had a crazy story. Normally, that means they're pretty lame, but this one definitely delivered. He met a girl off of Tinder named Gwen. They hung out at a bar, played some pool, flirted a little bit, and they were about to leave to go back to his place, and then when they went to go get the Uber, he got jumped by a homeless dude and knocked out.
Oh,
That is a
And
crazy
then-
story.
Seriously,
Yeah.
though.
Then when he finally came to, he was alone by himself. His date was gone. The homeless guy was gone. The only person around was a pleasant old lady who said, "Are you okay?" And then went along on her way, and she left him there too. So he was pretty much just all alone. And he hasn't been able to figure out why Gwen won't go back out with him after that whole experience.
So the one thing I'm kind of confused about, Lewis, is why you want another date. Because it sounded like this was just a hookup night anyway, that you met this girl off Tinder and just wanted to get some. Fine, totally fine. And then she leaves you after you get knocked out. Like, why are we calling her again?
Well, A, I wanted to hook up that night, and it didn't happen.
Okay.
So that was one. And B, I don't understand why she just left me there.
Yeah.
I want to know why she would just leave me knocked out on the sidewalk.
I'm
And we
kind of
don't know.
curious on that one, too, actually.
Yeah, and you could have got lucky. We don't know what happened with you and that homeless dude after he knocked you out. You know what I mean? We really don't. So
That better not have happened.
You never
I
know.
agree. You want to remember that, you know? We got to find all this stuff out. All right, I'm going to dial her phone number right now, man. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Gwen, please?
This is she.
Hey, Gwen, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. We're calling you because we actually got an email about you from one of our listeners.
Who?
It's a guy that you went out on a date with. You met him off of Tinder.
That narrows it down.
Well, I'm going to really narrow it down for you right now because he was the dude that was beat up by a homeless guy. If that doesn't narrow it down for you, then we really need to do like a whole other thing with you, Gwen.
Oh, yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
It would be amazing if she said which one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Lewis.
Yes. So Lewis is wondering why you just left him after he got beat up by the homeless dude.
Oh,
I'm not going to lie. It sounds, from his side of the story, pretty cold-hearted.
no, I know it does not look good. I mean, it was a crazy night, and I didn't really know how to tell him what had happened, so I just figured that, like, ghosting him would actually be the more polite thing.
You know how to tell him what happened?
Yeah, and more polite than leaving him on a sidewalk.
Well, I mean, like, he was fine. I mean, we were in a pretty safe area, and like,
It's cool. The neighborhood was good.
I mean, he was coming. I mean, like, he was coming too. I mean, like, it's just really hard to go. It's just really complicated.
Well, how is it complicated? Because from his side of things, it doesn't sound that complicated at all. It sounds like he just got knocked out and then you ditched him and won't go out with him again.
Well, I mean, there's more than that, and it doesn't really get much better for him. So I didn't really want to, like, I don't know. I just don't want to, like, hurt his feelings or whatever.
You know, when he was telling us about your date, I thought maybe that you took off because you didn't feel like he could protect you in a situation like that.
I mean, I really hadn't, like, thought about it like that. That didn't really occur to me, no.
Was he, okay, a lot of times people will leave details out. Was he like being a jerk to the homeless dude? He says the homeless guy just attacked.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Like, I mean, he was drinking, but, like, I mean, both of us were. I mean, okay. All right. So, I mean, like, we were just outside the bar. We were just joking around, like, play fighting, play arguing or whatever. And I guess this guy thought we were really, like, fighting and that, like, he was really upset with me or that he was really, like, trying to get in my face or whatever. So this guy comes up and he confronts Lewis, you know, just stern, like, why are you getting up in this woman's face? And, like, so Lewis got really defensive and he got really upset and he got back in the guy's face. And the guy, like, knocked him out for, like, getting up all on him. So, I mean, it took, like, one swing and he was out.
Okay, you don't need to say that. That's like, you know, you're just rubbing it in Lewis's face right now. You know?
I mean, like, the guy was a big guy. So
what made you change your mind about Lewis? Because up till now...
Well, okay, so, like, he's laid out and I was freaking out. I was, like, about to go into the bartender and, like, call the cops because this guy, like, swung at him. And then the guy stopped me. He was like, no. I mean, like, the guy told me that he wasn't, like, a homeless guy. He wasn't a guy at the, like, he was an undercover cop. And I was like, oh, bullshit. And I kept going, like, I'm going to go over to the bartender. And then he showed me his badge.
Okay.
And the guy was a legitimate, like, police officer, and he really thought he was protecting me.
Oh, wow.
So I was really freaking out, and he felt so bad. And he was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I thought that the guy was like getting in your face, and I've seen this before, and I really didn't want something bad to happen to you. You look like a really nice girl. And so he apologized so much, and he ended up being like a really, really sweet guy. And he, like, I hate to say it, but like, when it slowed down and everything, he was a really good-looking guy, and he had a really nice body.
Oh my gosh. You were attracted to the homeless guy that punched out your date.
The homeless guy that was an undercover cop. I mean, or is an undercover cop.
You want to clarify that? Wait a second. He wasn't just a homeless guy.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he was just really sweet, and I was like shaking, and I was upset, and he just like stayed with me, and he asked me if I wanted to go grab something to eat like around there because I was so upset. And
jerk! I hate this.
Dude, wait. So you went out on another date with the guy that punched out your date?
Oh my God.
Well, it wasn't really like a date. He just wanted to take me somewhere to grab something to eat, just because I was so shaken up, and just like get some water. And
wow.
I'm sorry.
And Lewis is laying there the whole time, knocked out cold.
So wait, have you gone out on another date with homeless cop guy?
Yes.
Oh man, this is crazy.
I'm dying.
I mean, yeah,
I'm dying.
We really hit it off, and like, I mean, we've been seeing each other, and yeah, I would officially say that we're a couple.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh my God! No wonder you didn't call him back. I wouldn't call him back either.
Yeah, that sucks for Lewis. I mean, good for you. You got a new homeless undercover cop boyfriend, but Lewis still thinks that he got beat up by a homeless dude and you just took off.
Yeah, I feel really, really bad. I mean, I just couldn't tell him what happened. And I mean, it was so insane how everything worked out. But like, I didn't want to add insult to injury and tell him what had happened after. Like,
yeah. And I hate to add insult to injury here, but Lewis is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
I cannot get over this.
Wait, like he called you, or like he's not on the other line right now, right?
Unless somebody else came along and knocked him out. He should be there. Lewis, are you there?
Yeah, I'm on the line.
I don't know what to say.
You kind of said it all, actually. Wow. So what you're saying, Gwen, is that you hooked up with the homeless guy who knocked me out, who was undercover as a cop, and now you're seeing each other.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awesome.
How could you do that? Like, I get punched out, and then you just leave. I don't understand.
With the guy who punched you.
I mean, you seemed okay. I mean, and he put your jacket under your head and to make sure that you were okay. I mean, it was a really sweet thing he did for you.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice, Lewis. I don't understand why you're upset.
I can't believe this is happening. Gwen, I was unconscious. He punched me unconscious. Like, really?
I mean, he's strong. He probably doesn't even know his own strength, and I mean, he's a cop.
Seriously? Really? You're going to throw that in my face?
Oh, man.
I mean, he knew you were okay. I mean, he checked your vital signs and everything, and you seemed okay, like, right before we left to get food.
And that's another thing. You went and got food with this guy while I'm laying there unconscious. Who does that? You're a horrible person.
Oh, Lewis.
What? I'm not overreacting.
I don't know.
Okay?
I mean,
I was laying on the sidewalk unconscious.
Okay, yes, that is bad, but you were just looking for a hookup that night. It's not like you're upset that your dream girl's gone.
Well, she doesn't know that. I only told you guys that.
Oh.
Well, she knows that she's a hookup now. Gwen, he was just planning on hooking up with you that night and didn't want more to do with you, so I guess you shouldn't feel too bad.
Well, I mean, he was, my hookup too. I still, feel bad for him, and I don't like how everything played out, and I feel bad about that.
Well, do you feel bad enough to go out with him again? Because I'd love to send you guys on a second date. Would you go out with Lewis one more time? We'll pay for it.
That's sweet and everything, but I like I said, I am kind of seeing someone.
She's in a relationship.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, man.
I mean, I know it's strange, and I know it didn't end up the best for you, but I mean, I'm really happy, and things are going really well, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have met Kyle that night.
Oh, my God.
Kyle, that's the homeless cop's name. All right, awesome.
Well, good for you and good for Kyle. I'm so thrilled for you.
Because you're a matchmaker. You didn't even know it, Lewis.
How romantic.
It is.
Yeah, while I lay unconscious on the ground. I'm such a
Hey, you work in mysterious ways, Lewis. You really do.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Two common themes on the text message board at 78592 about today's second date update. People are saying that Gwen from the second date update is a terrible person. And then also a lot of people saying they don't think that was actually an undercover cop. If you don't know what I'm talking about today's second date update. This dude, Lewis, wanted to call Gwen. They went out on a date, and at the end of the night, they were outside joking around. A homeless dude, a dude who he thought was homeless, I guess, came up, got in a fight with him, and knocked him out. And then Gwen was gone. When we got her on the phone, she said that guy was an undercover cop. And he was thinking that Lewis was harassing her, so he knocked Lewis out. And then the two of them left, and now they're dating.
Oh my!
They left and got dinner, and he took care of her, and now they're dating. But people are texting in at 78592 saying, no way that's a real cop. And if it is, then Lewis should sue the police station.
Now we're getting, that is intense.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess they have a point. And I do agree, leaving someone unconscious on a sidewalk is not a good move.
Terrible.
Like, I don't think anybody on this show agreed that was a kind thing to do or the right thing to do.
Well, situational for me, too. Like most things. Like, it could be somebody that you really want to knock out and you think should leave there. But Lewis was a nice dude. And Gwen was like, well, he checked your vital signs. Everything's cool, so you were fine.
They told an old lady to watch over you.
Oh, come
no
on.
big deal, right? I mean, she could have pickpocketed you, but...
Now they're dating. That's literally adding insult to injury. That is the definition of that.
But she didn't want to tell him. That's why she was just leading. I mean, like...
Yeah, but still, just
take the whole cop thing out of the equation, and the dude that came up and knocked him out, that she didn't know, they left together, went and got dinner, and now they're dating. That's pretty terrible.
That's
so
just terrible.
Obviously, they decided not to go out again, more because Gwen is now dating an undercover cop who pretends to be a homeless guy and knocks people out.
Until someone knocks him out.
If you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We've heard a lot of very romantic dates for your second date update. But today's second date update, I think, might be the most romantic night out we've ever heard.
Oh,
really?
Ever.
I'm excited.
We've heard from people who have rented out full castles and
I know.
helicopter rides. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't think anything can compare to today's second date update, and I don't even want to spoil it. Like, normally I might say what the email was about, but I'm just gonna let Ariana tell us about it. Ariana, how are you?
Hi, I'm great, thanks.
You should be great because, man, this guy pulled out all the stops when he took you out.
I'm dying to know her, and it was the most romantic date ever.
Tell us about it. Tell us about your romantic date with, what's his name, Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry took me to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
Oh my God, I thought so too. It could still be romantic. You never know.
No, it can't.
Did he rent out the whole McDonald's and do a little candlelit dinner because the McDonald's fries are your favorite?
Actually, it was much quieter than that. And we met online. He just seemed super nice. I'm looking for nice right now. And we were talking, and he just sounded like a good guy. And so he's like, let's take it slow. Let's do lunch. And then he suggested McDonald's, which I balked at, but I was like, sure, let's, see. But it was so sweet. Like, we got Happy Meals. We sat by the playland. Like, we talked about, growing up, our backgrounds. And
I'm just saying, last time I was at McDonald's Playland, I literally watched a kid puke on his shoes.
And that's some people's romance right there, Could be a beautiful thing. Did he at least put, a candle in the bun of one of your burgers? So a little candlelight?
No, nothing like that.
No?
I mean, I got a milkshake. I wanted a milkshake, and he bought me chocolate milkshake. So that was sweet.
Hey, I will say, though, if he can go through a McDonald's date and leave you still smitten, then there is something special about this guy.
It was super sweet, very nostalgic, just like, really like a good kind of place to talk about growing up. And I feel like I got a good feel for like his background and his family and like who he is.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it was nice. And after we went to this park that was nearby, just walked around for a while, sat at a picnic table for like 30 minutes.
So basically, it's the most budget date ever. You're gonna go to McDonald's, hit up the dollar menu, and then go for a walk in the park.
Like I was looking for a good guy, and he said he wanted to take it slow, and that's slow. But it was really it was pleasant. It was really nice. I had a great time with him. And I don't know, I haven't heard from him.
So what was the vibe from him on the date?
We just felt really comfortable. Like, we was really, we kind of talked very easily the whole time.
You should feel comfortable. You guys went on a date like somebody who's been dating for 15 years. Like, hey, you want to go get some McDonald's real quick?
He seemed really interested, in me. Like, he asked a lot of questions about me, too. It was definitely a two-sided conversation. And
it seems like he should be wowed by you. I mean, the stereotype is that girls want all this materialistic stuff on the dates, right? But you just really liked him for him.
Yeah, I feel that way, too.
How did things end?
So after we were at the park for about 30 minutes, he said he had to get back to work, and we just, had a big hug. He just gave him a nice hug. And then I texted him after and just, said, thanks for such a nice time. And he texted back, you're welcome, ! And then I haven't heard from him since.
Well, it does sound steamy, that's for sure. Big hug, and then you haven't heard anything, though.
No, for a week. And obviously it wasn't steamy, but it was super comfortable. It was really nice. I thought we,
Do you think, because he said he wanted to take it slow, that maybe he was coming out of a relationship and he just isn't ready to date?
I didn't get that vibe, no, but, we didn't get a lot into, recent relationship history.
Mm-hmm.
It was more, further back history. But, when we were talking online, it did seem like he was interested in meeting a good person, too, so.
Any awkward moments that you can think of?
The only thing I can think of is, when we went to order our food, I had the thought of offering to pay. Mm-hmm. But then I thought, it's McDonald's, it's not, I'm not putting him out.
Right.
I let him pay for me. But then I thought, well, maybe I should have offered to pay. But I don't know. I can't imagine that would ruin it.
Right. And if it did, that's like splitting hairs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The total was $7.
Yeah.
Why did you not split that with me? Well, we'll see if that is actually the reason. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, all right?
Thanks.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Ariana's on the phone today for a second date update. Ariana should consider herself lucky because most dudes, when they go out on a first date, are trying to score the big O. Her dude, just trying to score a Big Mac. I'm loving it. Because that's all they did. They went to McDonald's and then went for a walk in the park. And now she's not getting a call back and we have no idea why.
And you said, in all of it, nothing seemed to go wrong and you guys just clicked. I'm just hoping that this is finally a second date where there's a real reasonable explanation. Like he's been in the hospital for a couple weeks or something. I don't know.
That's not true.
You think maybe he didn't like your food choice? Maybe you ordered the wrong thing at McDonald's? That's his big test?
Ooh.
Well, I did hear they have breakfast all day now, so maybe I did mess up.
Maybe you did. Or maybe you got the filet of fish, because anytime I see somebody get that, I'm like, serial killer, for sure.
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out for you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Jerry?
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Jubal from McDonald's.
Shut up. That's not true.
Wait, I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. This is Jubal?
Yes.
From the morning show?
Yes, from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show.
Okay. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Jerry.
Hey, not much. How are
Thanks for
you?
listening.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. A little hungry for no reason at all, but we can get to that later.
What's going on?
Somebody emailed us about a second date update.
Okay.
Congratulations, Jerry.
Been on a date recently to the Golden Arches.
Oh, man.
Oh, you know exactly what McDonald's date we're talking about.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, Ariana is who I'm guessing you're thinking of. She's wondering why you're not calling her back after you took her on a beautiful date to McDonald's and a walk through the park.
Oh, my God.
So Jubal's actually kind of making fun, but she's had a great time.
Yeah. I did too. I had a great time.
Oh, good.
So why
don't
aren't
call
you
her back
calling
then,
her back? Yeah.
Well, I'm so embarrassed right now. Taking a girl to McDonald's is ridiculous. I get it, but believe me, I had something in the back of my mind, and I'm not like a wacko that just takes girls to McDonald's. Okay.
So hold up. You took her to McDonald's for a specific reason.
Yeah, I did.
Wait, was there actually like some sort of weird McDonald's test that you were doing?
Kind of.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, kind of.
Jubal was joking about that earlier. I thought he was like being ludicrous.
No.
I thought I was too. What?
Listen, 5 years ago, if I would have met Ariana, she's awesome. But timing's kind of like everything, right?
So she's hot, but she's 5 years ago hot?
No.
No, it's not about that. She's beautiful. It's just, okay, so this is embarrassing, but my biological clock is ticking. I'm like in my mid-30s. I'm going to be pushing 40, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's just, I guess it's women that normally feel that way, but I feel like my clock is ticking, so I wanted to go to McDonald's. So we went, but in the back of my mind, I was kind of hoping that it would also propel us into a conversation about, kids.
What? Yeah, like having kids? Like you and her possibly having kids? Like if she's open to children?
Yes.
Whoa. I mean,
That's
she told us that you said you wanted to take things slow.
Well, that's what you say, but I mean,
But you wanted to get her pregnant right there in the drive-thru.
Oh my God! Wait, so you think
That's what
she
it
doesn't?
sounds like.
In the back of my mind, I was like, I've been to that McDonald's before, and I always see kids, and it's kind of fun for me. Like I sit at McDonald's, and I'm not a creeper. I just
Yeah, don't continue that sentence. We get what you're about to say, but it's going to come off very creepy. So just move past that. You took her there to sit next to kids.
I'm not creepy here, but I wanted to take her to McDonald's because the kids were there, the playground, all of that, and I wanted to see if her motherly instincts would kick in.
What does that mean? Like she was
Yeah.
going to punish a child for running when he's not supposed to indoors or something?
Or grab somebody else's baby and just start breastfeeding it? Like what?
I don't get it either.
How does that just kick in public like that?
No. Not like that at all. It's just that we were having lunch, and there was this cute, a brother and sister, they're playing, and the brother literally fell off the monkey bars. They had a little jungle gym in there. He fell off 2 feet from us.
And?
It didn't faze her at all. Nothing.
Yeah, because
It's not.
Jerry, kids fall all the time. I have kids, and it doesn't faze me when they fall.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I went over and I was looking for the mom, and the mom came over, and of course she helped out, but Ariana didn't do anything. It was like we were in a Seinfeld episode. Oh, that's a shame.
So you're saying because
the kids weren't really hurt and they just fell down.
Not hers.
You're saying that because she didn't help some strange child when the child fell on a playground, you think that she is not going to be a good mother?
No. I didn't say that. I was just looking for the instinct. My focus is on kids. If her instinct was to focus on kids, she would have done something, but that didn't happen. So, I don't know.
I feel like that's a really unfair judgment.
Look, I know what it's like to be on a first date. I've been on plenty of first dates. So I know on the date, I'm not going to ask her if she wants to have kids right away. You just don't do that.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking maybe if I saw something subconsciously, I would get a sense. I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. And I feel like women out of anyone would understand if you talked about your biological clock and those feelings.
Well, I really want to have kids now. I want to have kids immediately.
When you say immediately, you're talking in the next 6 months?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Holy
I don't think the timing works out on that anyway.
I don't want to be an old dad that's 40 years old trying to throw a football for my kid.
It just feels like you should have started this process a couple years ago or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks for giving us the reason, Jerry. And just to let you know, Ariana is on the other line, and we can ask her right now if she's ready to get pregnant. Ariana, are you ready to have a baby with Jerry?
Do this? Are you kidding me right
Hi,
now?
guys.
I really don't want to do this, you guys.
You did it.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi, Ariana.
Hi.
Were you listening?
I was. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, I feel like such an idiot right now.
No, I wish you'd just talk to me. I get it. I get the whole biological clock thing, and
You do?
I feel a little weird that like you didn't see that or whatever it was that you saw in me. You didn't see that I was motherly. I did a lot. Like I've got younger brothers and sisters I told you about. I used to babysit. Like I love kids.
Yeah, but there's a difference between loving kids and wanting to have them right this second.
I want to have kids. Like in like.
You do?
Yeah, like I don't know, like 2-3 years.
What?
You know what? That timeline just doesn't work for me.
Jerry!
Why?
2-3 years with someone who is wonderful rather than 6 months with someone you barely know. I mean,
No, I'll be too old by then.
you won't.
Jerry, you
dude.
realize you don't actually have a biological clock? Like, your stuff's going to work.
Yeah, George Clooney just had twins and he's like 86 or something, right? Like, that stuff stays fresh for a while, okay?
Good,
Your expiration date is late compared to ours.
Look, I know all of the biological stuff. I know it. But it's a physical thing for me. I don't want to feel old and have kids. I want to be youthful and vibrant and all of that stuff, and nothing can change that.
So 2-3 years is like too much for you. You need like
Too much.
you need someone to. Wow.
But Jerry, how are you going to establish a good foundation of a relationship to have someone to parent with?
Good question, but I think there should be like a spark. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for that moment where it was like, oh my God, I can't wait to have kids. And that didn't happen for me. I just didn't feel that. It wasn't there. There was nothing that felt like kids now. Nothing.
Jerry, I think I already know the answer, but would you want to go out with Ariana on a second date again? We will pay for it.
I don't know. I just feel like the timing's off between us. That's too bad. But Ariana, if you're really nice, and I enjoyed being with you. So if like anybody, some girls around you that you know of that you could set me up with, I would entertain that.
Are you just looking for a surrogate?
Wait, so you're rejecting me, but you want me to set you up with one of my friends who will have your child like this year?
Well, if it's not too much to ask, I would appreciate that.
It's not a big request at all, yeah. Not too much to ask.
I'm sorry, Jerry, but I guess my timeline isn't going to work for your request.
Yeah. You think?
Well, thanks for doing the second date update, Ariana. And Jerry, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Okay, well, you got it, guys. And I know you have a lot of listeners, so if you want to put the word out for me, I'm a really nice guy.
We'll do it right now. Text in 78592. Who wants to get pregnant by Jerry?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The definition of a gentleman has changed a lot over the years. It used to be you'd open up the door for a lady, or maybe tip your cap when she entered the room.
I wish
Pull
that
out
still
her
happened.
chair, and then wait till she's about to sit down and pull it out even more so she falls.
No.
But nowadays, the definition of a true gentleman is just somebody who can fight back the grinders.
Seriously,
That's right.
that is true.
Just somebody to fend off all the thirsty dudes at the club trying to grind on you. And that's who's on the phone today for a second date update, a real life gentleman. His name is Tim. Tim, what's up?
Yeah, what's going on?
Tim, you were able to fight those type of dudes off?
Man, I can do it all day long, man. I'm trained combat specialist.
You are like a superhero, sir.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman ninja.
Yes.
Your email said you met the girl that you want to call today at the club because you were fighting off the other dudes that were trying to grind on her?
Yeah, man. I see something I like, I just go for it, and I'm not taking no for an answer. So that's what happened.
Okay, so how does that work? Did you try to box them out like you're playing basketball or something? I mean, how did you fight off the grinders?
No, I just, it was simple, man. I saw her on the dance floor, saw dudes all up on her, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go be Captain Save-A-Hole real quick. So I went over there. I started doing all my dance moves. You know what I'm saying? I hit her with the kickstand. That's what really got her attention. I hit her with the kickstand, and from there it was on and cracking, man.
That's actually really impressive.
So the kickstand, just to clarify, is a dance move.
Yeah, that's a dance move. I've been doing that since the mid '90s, man. So that's my go-to.
It's like breakdancing, right?
What's her name, first of all?
Her name was Taryn. She was beautiful. She was attractive, long curly hair. She was definitely somebody I've never seen at the clubs before because I get in on the first name basis. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there that much. So I haven't seen her around. So I was definitely like, whoa.
So wait, you go into a club and everybody knows you by your first name is what you're saying?
Yeah, at least I like to think so. But no, I go to this club all the time, and so I saw her. I hadn't seen her before, so I was like, okay, you go a newbie. It's kind of like rookie hazing almost a little bit.
How did she react when you fended off all the other dude humpers out there?
Well, she was definitely impressed by my ninja skills. And so I asked her if, we could hang out outside for a little bit. And,
okay.
I like to keep it slow. I don't like to rush into it. So we went outside. I'm a smoker, so I didn't know if she smoked. I kind of assume everyone these days smokes, so I offered her a cigarette.
I think you should assume the opposite, sir. No one smokes anymore.
No one smokes anymore? Well, okay, let me put it this way. So I offered her a cigarette, and she said, of course, I don't smoke. And I was like, well, of course, neither do I. These are e-cigarettes. So, yeah, of course, no one smokes anymore. We're smoking e-cigarettes.
It's still kind of smoking, though.
I mean, kind of. I mean, it's like smoking foreplay.
Kind of. I don't know.
I offered her an e-cigarette, and I don't think she was too crazy about that idea. So I went ahead, took a couple of puffs, and we went back inside.
And when you guys went back inside, did you hang out for a while after that? Was everything cool, or was she turned off by the smoking?
No. We definitely hung out for a little bit. We talked a little bit, and she was just kind of like, I don't know, man, like a deer in headlights to the whole scene, I guess, because I don't know if she ever went to a club before or if she was like a, 40-year-old virgin or something like that. I don't know. But I think I kept her entertained, and I was definitely on my A game that night. So I got her number, and I think it went great.
And so when you guys left, did she leave with her friends? You left with your friends, and you didn't say much else to each other, or did you?
Right. Well, right. I didn't take her home or anything like that. I'm kind of a gentleman, but I did text her that night and just, told her good night, and I look forward to speaking with her again or seeing her again. So, yeah.
And did she text you back?
So herein lies the rub, right? I shoot her a text, told her looking forward to seeing her again. A few hours go by, a day goes by, nothing. Heard nothing. So another day goes by, and, I finally get a text from her, and she says, sorry, I've just been busy. And, of course, I'm just like, well, okay, so tell me about it. You don't just kind of lead with that and then nothing, right? So, I'm kind of chiming in and what's going on? Let's hang out. Nothing. Another day goes by. I mean, this is literally going on for a week, and all I'm getting from her is just I've been busy.
So she's blowing you off, it seems like.
I mean, that's such an ugly word, but yeah, that's definitely what it seems like.
And why do you care so much?
To be honest with you, like I said, I go to this club a lot. I kind of go out and like to have a nice time and party, but I don't really run into too many girls that I would say, you know what, I can really settle down with this one here and offer my last name to her. You know what I mean? Just really see myself having a future with her. So I think that's why I care so much, and I haven't had that happen.
Okay.
Wow. After hanging out with her at the club for a couple hours, you feel that strongly?
I do.
Oh, I I hope this works out then.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I do too. If I can ever hear from her.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
All right, cool.
Okay, hang on.
I got a condo in Manhattan.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, every dude has it happen once in their life where they meet the woman that can tame the beast inside them.
Ooh.
And get him to settle down. And Tim is on the phone with us right now, and Tim wants his beast tamed.
Whoa, okay. Now it
Isn't
got
that-
dirty. It got dirty real quick, Jubal.
Isn't that right, Tim? You need your beast tamed, don't you?
I absolutely do. I love the sound of that. Yeah.
I bet you do, Tim.
Tim met a girl named Taryn at the club. He met her because like other dudes were dancing on her, and he went up and saved her from all those guys, and then they hung out for a little while. But after that, she keeps texting him saying that she's busy and she can't hang out, and it's kind of obvious that she's trying to blow him off a little bit. But Tim says that he thinks that he could see a future with her after hanging out for just one night, so he really wants to get her on the phone and find out why she won't go out with him. Tim, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man. Let's do it.
All right, well, we're going to call Taryn right now and see if we can get her on the phone. Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, is this Taryn?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. How are you?
I'm sorry, say that again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You a big-time listener?
I mean, I listen to the radio.
Okay, we're on it, which is cool.
In general.
Yeah. All right, so you may not have heard us before, but at least you've heard of the radio. And we have a radio show, and one of our listeners actually asked us if we could call you.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Tim.
Tim. Oh, Tim? Whoa, why did he call you guys?
Well, that rings a
Because he
bell.
said he really liked you, and now you're kind of blowing him off. Like you're telling him you're busy all the time, and you won't meet up for a second date.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Wait,
Yeah.
are you laughing because you're flattered and excited, or are you laughing because Tim's lame?
A little of both, I guess.
Of everything.
Huh. So you're kind of excited, but also he's kind of lame.
I wouldn't say lame. He's kind of corny, and he looks like he might be an okay guy, but I don't know really how to take it. I mean, I barely talk to him. I text him like a couple times, but I mean...
Yeah, we talked to him about your date.
Date? What do you mean, date?
How about this? The night you met then, if it wasn't a date, really.
Yeah.
He told us about that. He told us how he kind of saved you from some other dudes who were trying to dance with you, and then you guys ended up hanging out for a while.
No way. Save me from some other dudes?
Yeah, he said, like the guys on the club that like try to hump your leg for too long. He said he rescued you from them.
If he was one of the guys that was humping my leg, then he saved me from himself. But like, I was doing perfectly fine.
Okay, so he didn't save you necessarily, but did you enjoy hanging out with him?
I mean, he was just coming off like kind of like machismo, like he talks to a lot of women or talks to women all the time. So I was just like, that was my first time going to that place. And I mean, it seems like he was kind of popular too, because, it was like all the waitresses were coming all over him, and, they were like high-fiving him, and he was like the party guy, I guess,
So you think he's a player, and that's why you don't want to go out with him?
Yeah, because I don't really date a lot of people. I'm pretty selective just because nowadays you just never can be too sure. So I just rather not spread my energy too thin. So
that is actually really smart.
Yeah, he just came across almost like a little bit cheesy too.
So if he would have been more sincere and kind of like, I don't know, more vulnerable about who he was, would you have given him a shot then?
I don't know. I don't know who his real self is, but he came across like, he has a monster truck or something. I don't know. It was just weird.
Okay. It's funny that you say people have ulterior motives, because I need to let you know that he's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What the Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Best response ever.
Tim, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. What's going on, Taryn? How you doing?
Oh, hi, Tim.
It's nice to hear your voice.
Yeah, nice to hear yours too.
Question mark.
That's convincing. That's the Taryn I know and love.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
So you kind of surprised by all of this, or what?
Yes, like what is going on? Like, wait, what is this?
I just haven't heard from you, so I by any means necessary, I needed to hear your voice and wanted to get in contact with you again, hang out some more, and you've definitely made an imprint on my life and in my heart, so I'd like to talk to you some more.
Wow, I mean, that's really sweet, Tim. This is all very flattering, but I don't know if you've been listening, but you know, you kind of came across as someone that's like really not my type. Like, I'm more of a laid back. I want someone who's just, you know, calm, relaxed, who can be themselves. And I really didn't get that vibe from you. So I don't know. I don't feel like you would be a good match, you know?
I tend to disagree with you on that because I think that's actually the type of guy I am. I mean, for a second, just think about our names. Tim and Taryn, they both start with T's, TNT. I mean, we're both dynamite together, right?
Oh, my God, Tim. That's what she's talking about. Do not do that. Oh, God.
It doesn't get more perfect than that.
Exactly. I feel like you have a book in your back pocket that you study before you talk to a girl. Like, that is just what I'm talking about.
I'm just naturally smooth like that. I mean, if there was something to study, then of course I'd study you.
What? No, Tim, stop. You're not hearing what she's saying at all.
What do you mean?
Tim, she wants someone to, I don't know, bare their souls to her, essentially. I mean, that's kind of intense, but...
Okay, so no, I get it. I'm trying to impress you, and a little nervous and all that good stuff, but it's because I really like you, you know, and again, I don't say that too often. I don't say that to everyone. You definitely just struck my heart. You know, the night I saw you, and I thought we had a great conversation. You had a beautiful smile, and not too many girls are okay with, you know, e-cigs, you know, and I was smoking my e-cig.
Stop there. Stop there, Tim. No more.
Yeah, that's love right there. If somebody is cool with their e-cig.
Forget that part, Taryn. Listen to everything else he said before. That was actually really good. That was sweet.
We talked to Tim for a little bit before we called you, and he said all that stuff to us, too. He's really into you.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's sweet and everything, but I just don't know. I don't know if we're in the right space, or me especially, you know, for, you know, where he's trying to go with it.
Well, why don't you find out by going out with him again? Would you go out with Tim on a second date? We will pay for it.
Taryn, before you say anything, before you answer that, I just want you to know, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, if we go out again, I know they mentioned they'll pay for it, but if the check bounces, it's on me, baby.
Oh my God. Like, does this guy ever stop? Like, are you serious?
I want us to be like Kanye and Kim, you know? I want us to be like Oprah and Stedman, you know?
Oprah and Stedman.
What? Well, no one's even sure Oprah's really with Stedman. Like, no.
Well, you know, some good things come to an end, but you know, we can try. Let's just try that.
Tim, you are definitely a funny, charming guy. I think you would probably be wonderful for the right girl. However, I just don't see our yin and yang matching up. I don't think we would be a good fit. So I'm going to have to pass on the second date.
Really? I thought you'd give him a second chance.
I really thought I would too, but he couldn't turn it off, so I don't want it.
Oh. Taryn, look, we don't even have to even address the yin yang part until you're ready. Like, that's how serious I am. I'm ready to, you know, lay it down, put everyone to the side. You know what I mean? I'll burn the black book if I have to, get myself a Metro PCS mobile, you know, track phone and get rid of all my contacts. I mean, I will do that.
Whoa, he's ready to end everything and just focus on you, Taryn. Are you sure?
You know what, Tim? I'm going to reward your persistence, and I'm going to tell you, yes, I will go on the second date with you.
Whoa! What was that?
You're serious, Taryn. You go out with him again?
Just one day. That's it. I'm not making any promises or anything else, but I will give him a real official date. We'll do that.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, you know? This is like my Rocky Balboa moment. This is like when Rocky got the shot at the champ, Apollo Creed, man. This is what I'm talking about, Taryn. You don't know how much we're going to do the world a favor. We just did the world a favor. You and I together, I'm telling you.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm telling you.
Tim, please do not make me regret my decision. Please do not make me regret.
You won't regret it. I'm so pumped to go out with you. That's all. You will not regret this. I promise.
You hear that, Taryn? It sounds like you've tamed the beast.
Oh, I don't even know what that means, but we'll see.
She tamed the beast. She tamed it. Oh, my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.